at Chickie's and Pete's, South Philly, as we talk Eagles expectations as they approach the stretch run. Celebrity bartending with WIP host from 6 to 8 to benefit the Travis Manion Foundation. Plus, an appearance from Eagles All-Pro Lane Johnson. 94 WIP's Birds at the Half. Live all day at Chickie's and Pete's in South Philly. Wednesday, November 20th. Brought to you by Bud Light, the official beer sponsor of the Philadelphia Eagles.
With colder weather, the holidays around the corner, and a jam-packed to-do list, the last thing you want to deal with is your heat not working. Don't panic. Horizon Services has expert technicians that will have your house comfortable as soon as the next day. Right now, get a new heating and cooling system from the experts at Horizon Services with no payment and 0% interest until 2025. Horizon is available 24/7, so book right now by going to horizonservices.com. Horizon Services. Help is on the way.
Real stories with Hellsberg.
I had the ring already. She had made it very clear what kind of ring she wanted.
Yep.
I pretended that I was going to kneel and picked up a pine cone instead of pulling out a ring.
What a jerk. But when I saw that ring, I was like, oh, he did good.
I really love Amy. I really, really genuinely love Amy.
I love you too.
At Hellsberg, find the engagement ring worthy of your story. Designed with the love, care, and craft it deserves. Visit a Hellsberg store or hellsberg.com.
Your business needs a network it can count on.
Power's out.
Comcast Business has you covered with Wi-Fi backup to help keep your business up and running, even when your power goes out.
Everybody in the warehouse good? Lights are out, but the Wi-Fi's up. Let's power on.
It's from the company with 99.9% network reliability.
Break room, you good?
Can't microwave my burrito, but Wi-Fi's fine. Let's power on.
Power on with the leader in connectivity, Comcast Business. Power and possibilities.
Keep your business connected with Comcast Business Internet and Wi-Fi backup. Or get started with reliable internet for $59.99 a month for 12 months with a 2-year agreement. Plus, ask how to get up to a $500 prepaid card on a qualifying gig bundle. Don't wait. Call or go online today. Ends 11/17/24. Restrictions apply. New customers only with 150 megabit per second internet. EcoBill and autopay required. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra and subject to change.
Hey, it's John Johnson. In sports, we know even the best teams are always looking to improve, add to their roster, run new plays, new schemes. So why wouldn't you want to do the same in the bedroom? How? Blue Chew. Blue Chew is an online prescription service that delivers the same active ingredients as in Viagra and Cialis, but in a chewable form and at a fraction of the cost. Getting your hands on Blue Chew's never been easier. There's no visits to a doctor's office, no trips to a pharmacy. Everything ships right to your door. The process? Simple. Sign up at BlueChew.com, consult with one of their licensed medical providers, and once you're approved, you'll receive your prescription within days. And their licensed medical providers will work with you to find the right ingredient and strength for your prescription. Everything is done online. The best part? You can try it for free. Try Blue Chew for free if you use our promo code 94 at checkout. Just pay $5 shipping. That's BlueChew.com, promo code 94 to receive your first month for free.
Pizza just goes better with Pepsi Zero Sugar.
Pizza.
Thank you.
But don't take our word for it. In fact, don't take any words for it. Crispy and cheesy, paired with delicious and refreshing. My mouth is watering already. Ooh, too high. Yeah, we've all been there. Every bite is better with Pepsi.
Hi, I'm Kamiko, the founder of Miko's Hot Chicken. When we started our family restaurant, we were also raising a family. But let me tell you, it wasn't easy. Our Chase Inc. card was there to reward us on all of our business needs. Now we have a thriving location, and we're hungry for more.
With the Chase Inc. Business Unlimited card, you can earn unlimited 1.5% cash back on every purchase, so your business can go from here to possible. Chase for business. Make more with yours. Real business owners compensated for their participation. Cards issued by JPMorgan Chase Bank and a member FDIC. Subject to credit approval. Terms apply.
Hey, can you blow up some balloons for Jack's party?
I can't. I'm so congested.
You need Sinex Saline from Vicks.
Sinex Saline nasal spray.
Yeah, just Sinex. Breathe.
Sinex Saline instantly clears everyday congestion associated with colds and year-round allergies with a gentle, ultrafine mist that's no mess and easy to control.
Daddy, we need more balloons.
On it.
Enjoy life's important moments without congestion. Try Sinex Saline from Vicks. Just Sinex. Breathe. Use as directed.
Hey, sports fans, if you're not calling John Anthony, you're simply missing out. To prove it, and release your Monday Night Report absolutely free on recorded message line 1-800-244-5506. Miami at Los Angeles tonight is going to be a monster game, and I've got the side and total. Miami, LA, confirmed analysis, college and pro hoops, plus special prop action. That's 5 big plays. John Anthony has you covered. I love to sweep the board. Call now. Hear them for free on recorded message. 1-800-244-5506. Information wins. John Anthony Sports, #1 against the spread. Call 1-800-244-5506. You want the information? I've got it. Miami, LA, hoops, special prop action. I love to go 5-0 the season free. 1-800-244-5506. That's 1-800-244-5506. Or go to johnanthonysports.com.
Sponsored by JFSR Group.
This is Zach Gelb with Fantasy Sportsman. It's sponsored by Wendy's Any Size Soft Drink for $1. Following the Jets' victory against the Texans, I heard many Jets fans lay out a path to make the playoffs. Really, at 3-6 and being the biggest joke in the NFL, we had Jets fans assuming they had gimme games on their schedule. Yesterday, the Jets lost to the Cardinals by a score of 31-6, and Gang Green is now 3-7 on the season and showed you once again why the 2024 Jets are one of the most overrated teams in NFL history. I'm Zach Gelb.
94 WIP HD1 Philadelphia, live from the Tasty Cake Studios. Always live on the free Odyssey app. This is the Brandon Graham Show on Sports Radio 94 WIP.
We are live at Chickie's and Pete's in South Philly for the Brandon Graham Show, brought to you by Miller Lite. It's Miller time, Eagles fans. Celebrate responsibly. All right, a win over Dallas means a good one of these. E! 5 in a row, BG. Not bad.
You know
Must
what?
feel good.
Like I told you, man, we just working, man. We ain't did nothing yet. That's gonna be to the end. But we are enjoying the ride, but we ain't done nothing yet, man. We say, we still working. I'm loving that everybody just taking that approach, as you can see. Every week now we've been getting a little better. We always still got work to do, but I know that the mindset is everybody just want to keep looking good. So looking good, you got to stay getting better every day.
So you guys hadn't won in Dallas since 2017.
Mm-hmm.
Is that something that you were conscious of, that the team is conscious of going into that game?
I didn't know. I really didn't know. You just, because we win at home too. So it's like, it's not like you don't feel like you won.
That you beat them
that you haven't won against them because we play them twice. But I didn't realize it was since 2017 since we beat them at home. So, but it's been some battles, and then sometimes we got beat down there pretty good. But I think for the most part, it was good to return that favor this week.
Heard a good number of Eagles fans down there. I think I heard it when DeGene did something, and I heard a loud Coop.
Yeah,
so,
they were saying Coop. I'm like, dang, that's crazy. Well,
yeah.
I said that boy got them fans down. Boy, it was a bunch of Eagles fans down there, so I understood why why it was so loud. Yeah,
it's amazing how they always they know which side to get the tickets on because they're always on your side. They don't want to mix with those cockroaches on the other side.
Yeah, it was such a. When we came in, it was Philly fans everywhere, and man, I was just happy, man. We just went out there and took care of business. Of course, it probably was, a slower start than people wanted, but this is a division game. You got to know they're gonna come ready. But I thought second half we did a good job of just staying at our game plan, making plays. To get 5 turnovers in that game, man, that was cool, especially because we've been talking about turnovers and not getting them early on, and now things starting to open up a little bit.
I was kind of impressed with.
Hold on. You said impressed. You was impressed? What?
Not with you. Not with you. The two rookie D-backs.
Okay.
Yeah, don't get ahead of yourself.
Yeah, right.
I messed your thought up.
Nick, you talked about turnovers, and today the first in Nick Sirianni's news conference, he talked about everything they do, the preparation that they put you guys through to look at things, be aware of how to get turnovers, how to secure the football. There's a lot of preparation, other coaches may say they do it, but I'm not sure they do it as much. There's a lot going on to prepare you for turnovers and to secure the football. Correct?
Yeah. It is.
And Nick Sirianni said, well, players are texting each other when they see a college game and they see what happened on that turnover.
Yeah, because we talk about it all the time. And so when you watch games and you see why a team lost, you be like, oh my, that's why right there. Look at that. I mean, look how they didn't like say a 2-minute situation and guys not giving the ball to the ref. Those little things, and then you throw the ball to the ref. There ain't no receiver. They don't catch it every time. So that's extra time you wasting if you're not passing it to them. Like we watch those little details that you don't realize that's going on. People laying on the pile a little longer, and all that stuff, man. It's cool to see because we really do talk about situational ball a lot and all that stuff.
Okay, with other coaches, and you've had Andy Reid, Chip Kelly, and Nick Sirianni. Am I missing anybody? Oh, and Doug. I'm sorry, and Doug Peterson.
Yeah.
Were there any coaches that were that meticulous and that ahead of the game and that much preparation when it came to turnovers?
Well, you know what? I got to give it to Coach Reid. I mean, he was, but he was. I mean, I think he's even more now with the Kansas City Chiefs because when I talked to what's his name, Kennard, the old offensive lineman that came from over there, he told us like you can't get bored with that because it could be doing it over and over and over again. You never know when that situation gonna come, but it come and you ready for it. You talk about it in a big way the next day when you correcting things. So he said it was stuff that popped up in the games last year, especially when they won it all. He was just like, man, stuff didn't happen until we got to the Super Bowl, or some stuff didn't happen until we got to the semifinals of the championship game, the AFC championship game. And so you don't know when it's gonna show up, but I think we got people paying attention and not wanting it to be them, not knowing the situations. And I think we do a good job of talking about it on the field too.
So the preparation, you compared him to Andy Reid, who's the best coach in the NFL.
Well, I just say Coach Reid because of him, me remembering how he was, but I was a young player, so I didn't really appreciate it as much as I do now. And understanding like, man, that stuff is real. That situational ball can pop up on you in a second. And next thing you know, we've been kind of, oh man, we got to do this. It pop up on you and you're not ready for it, man. It's not good. So I think I would have to say Coach Reid first, but Nick for sure second.
I think in general, football for both the players and the coaches requires more like studying and preparation in that way than I think anybody would have imagined.
Oh yeah.
I remember once years ago, they used to do this thing. They might still do it where they brought a bunch of media in for this chalk talk thing. It was when Andy Reid was here, and they brought us into a room where Marty Morningweg just went over one play with us. And I walked out thinking like, well, I'm an idiot. There's no way I could do that. And I think part of it was to show us was to give us that perspective.
Mm-hmm.
But there just is more minutia and more studying that goes into football that I think a lot of people know.
Yeah.
Even defensively.
Yeah. I mean, people don't realize, they just see it on TV and then they just expect you to be ready for everything. So I know we always talk about all that stuff and then never go one ear out the other because I understand it even more. For the young guys, you got to really it got to really pop up for them to really see, because I understand you ain't gonna get everybody on the same page until it pop up, and then you like, oh man, coach, I'm so happy you had us ready for that because we won the game because of that. So I think that people believe more as they see. Some people, it's in the show me state of, man, why does this matter? But everything does.
It must be cool for you playing this late into your career. Like, I just noticed as a person, for me, I think to myself, man, if I knew this when I was 10 years younger or 15 years younger, man, I could have done this, this, and this. You're talking about younger players versus where you are now. Where you are now, you have all the knowledge that you built up over the last decade and a half playing. So you have the advantage of being able to still play, but have that advantage of being a a player who's gone through more and who understands those things.
Yeah.
It probably just makes you so good now because you're able to still play with all that knowledge that you've gained.
I'm telling you, and it is. I mean, man, I be trying to get them boys to like about when I think about stuff that I wish I knew back then. I try to tell them like, hey, I wish I knew this back then, but you got the head start, man. Please trust me that pay attention to this. And I think that's the value of having vets on your team, being able to, you ain't gonna get everybody, but for the most part, I feel like we got majority of the guys taking it really serious. I mean, a Cooper DeZine, I'm with him every Tuesday on our off day, and he come in and we do some extra work together. Me, Q, and all the younger guys, because we all be with one of the strength coaches, Eddie Greer. He does a great job of doing movement stuff with us, and we just come every Tuesday to get some extra work for an hour. And man, it's been really cool just to see see them guys just take that next step in their careers right now, and especially as a young guy for rookie year. I mean, Coop out there looking good. I mean, Q, you see what he's doing. You don't even look his way sometimes, and if you do, you better hope he catch it.
Yeah, he's not going to
don't catch it.
Yeah, he's not going to get any interceptions because nobody throws at him anymore.
I know.
Yeah.
And it's just cool. That's a good thing when your name is not being called in that game. Hopefully for him, he get him some, because as you know, stats always is everything. But I mean, the stuff that goes unnoticed sometimes, because you don't get the interceptions and stuff like that. People don't see the other stuff, but I think people are seeing a little more. But you definitely got to turn them interceptions into those lockdowns into interceptions. You gotta get some stats out there. But if you see what you see on film, that boy is playing good ball.
Are you surprised, or how surprised, that two rookies in the same year, and you could separate them, Q and Cooper DeJean, have picked up things so quickly and are playing at, I would say, a Pro Bowl level, both of them? How surprising, and have you ever seen that before?
Man, I'm telling you, especially to get both of them too. That's the crazy part. You got both of them in the same draft, and one and 2?
Yep, 1
and 2. And it's like, man, Howie did a great job. But
to see those guys develop that quickly, and who was it? I don't know if it was Mark Sanchez or Tiki Barber. I talked to both of them this season. To play the position that Cooper DeJean plays, and for him to pick it up that quickly, that's not that easy, is it?
Oh, no. That junk is not easy, man. Them boys is out on the island every play. Sometimes you get help over the top, but for the most part, if you start to prove yourself like a Q ain't going to get no help. Now it's like, all right, show me you can do it. Now we're going to worry about helping the others that's not probably at that level where you at right now. But, take care of yourself over there, and we're going to try to figure out the rest. So,
and two guys that can tackle. Boy, that was missing last year too.
Man, as corners, that's something that you add value to yourself. And then when it's time for contract negotiations, that's another plus for you, because a lot of guys just talk about picks, but in this run game, in order for you to get picks, you got to stop the run. You got to be able to come up and tackle. So I think that that's a big emphasis, and those guys are already ahead of the game because they don't shy away from contact. So you need that, man. You need them. You need that aggression. You definitely need that for a corner to have that faith in themselves to go out and hit some of them running backs. Just take your shot. You might get ran over, but you know what? The reinforcements is on the way, and we ain't gonna make you look too bad because we gonna come in. We gonna put a lick on him if he put a lick on you.
It does show too for a young player how important it is the situation that you're in, because Cooper and Quinyon Mitchell came into a team. This is a good team. It's got veteran leadership like yourself on it. It's got a good defensive coordinator. But if one of those players ends up on a team without those things, like who knows what Quinyon Mitchell looks like if he's obviously a talented player, but coming into this situation must be so much better for him because he can see it work. You know what I mean? He can see the positive things work, and he can be part of a better collective. Whereas if he's on a bad team somewhere that doesn't have this, it could change your entire career.
It could go so bad for you.
Yeah.
Like, and it's just you can have bad emotions with that. Like, with losing early, you got drafted high, you happy, you probably your dreams has come true for being going drafted high, but sometimes it's not always the best because they're in the rebuild stage and you got to be part of that rebuild, and hopefully you out there shining. But it sucks when everybody's not doing it together, and it may and you getting all the the accolades and stuff, but your team losing, and you just don't want to. I mean, as a team player, man, you just want to be able to add value to the team that they already got a good team too, and Q came into a good roster. And I mean, man, it don't always happen like this all the time. So I think taking advantage of the opportunity right now and making sure you're learning from this good team, because it's not always like this every year. But I mean, with Howie and them and the way they do stuff, I think it could be the way they do it and the way they every year. I mean, we trying to win. So I'm thankful to have them, especially for my last one, and to be able to enjoy seeing some corners being able to step it up in a big way, because I never really had. I mean, I had some good corners, but to have some young ones, then you got Slade and Steele, them boys in the middle, Reed, and you got. I mean, when Sydney get all the way right, because he's been out, he's gonna be problem too.
Well, all you need to do is look at the first part of Saquon's career. He's a incredibly talented player. He's a great player, but he went to a bad team.
Yes.
And the first 6 years of his career, 5 years, whatever it was, almost, he must look back on that time and say, man, what if I was drafted into a situation? Sometimes almost sliding the draft might even help you.
For real.
Because you end up on a better team,
Yeah. And I mean, it's tough because you want to go where you want to go. You don't want to slide nowhere, but I do understand that people are, it's like, man, it's tough. It's tough because you want to go as high as you can go in the draft, but you want to be strategic too to try to get on somewhere where, especially as a quarterback, it's a little, it could change. It could definitely change. I've seen quarterbacks get drafted and then that team changed in a big way, like right. Washington.
Yes. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I will say Washington did add some pieces in there where they got better. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, quarterbacks can come in and change your game, because sometimes like a Brady go to Tampa Bay that only needed a quarterback. They had a loaded roster and that's all they needed. But if they don't have that quarterback, man, I don't think they win one. You know what I'm saying? But that's your number one guy. And so if you can find you a good quarterback that come in right away that can play, man, that's when I think it works. But sometimes skill players, it's tough, especially if y'all had a bad year last year and your quarterback ain't as good, and it's tough, man. It's a funny business, but I never give up on people, because what a year can do for somebody, I've seen it change. The thoughts of others, especially linebackers coming in. Nobody thought, oh man, we got Zach Bond, we got this guy, and look at them boys. You know what I'm saying? What a year does for them, and motivation, and people trusting in them and believing in them. So yeah, man. I mean, it just depends on your situation, your mindset at that time.
It's rare for a running back to be drafted in the top 10 and have real success with that team before he goes somewhere else. Think about Marshall Faulk. I mean, you can go right down the list.
Yes, for real.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, well, let me see. Zeke had early success because, I mean, the Cowboys, they wasn't as bad. Like, but
it's rare because you normally need other pieces that will make you better quicker than the running back. And it's just when they go, I remember I said to Giants fans, I said, that's a bad pick. He's a great player. It's a bad pick.
Mm-hmm. Saquon, you mean?
That's Saquon.
Yeah. Well, even Neighbors. Look at Neighbors now. Like, Neighbors is great. Malik Neighbors is a great player, but the guy throwing him the ball is, it's not great.
It's just, it really doesn't work that. Now, quarterbacks sometimes don't make it, but you got to take the chance on the quarterback. You don't have to take the chance on the running back.
Yeah.
So, it's just, hey, listen,
but you know what?
He didn't waste his career because he was successful, but he wasted in terms of winning.
Yeah, I mean, what your whole purpose is to try to win it all, but you want to get your goal of, making good money for yourself and your family, you want to make sure, it's worth it all the way through. I mean, but winning that ring it wins for everybody. Some people that probably had just that year, under their belt could get a couple extra years because they was on the team that, that won it all. So when we win, we all win, man. But I'm just happy that we definitely got Saquon on the other side of it. Like you say, he moved from his team and now he on this one.
I think he's happy too.
Oh yeah, he's real happy. Real happy.
All right, if you're watching on YouTube and you want to ask BG a question, put it right in the chat. We'll get to him in the second segment. This is the Brandon Graham Show live from Chickies and Pete's in South Philly. It's brought to you by Miller Lite. It is Miller time, Eagles fans. Celebrate responsibly.
The NFL plays on Sports Radio 94 WIP. Tonight, the Dolphins fly to the City of Angels to battle the Rams. Coverage starts at 7:30. Touchdown! Your home for the Eagles and the NFL on Westwood One.
Time to go out there and handle business, man.
Sports Radio 94 WIP.
Stay up for some late night hoops. I'm Joe Ostrowski here to help you beat the books with BetQL. Pacific and Hawaii tip off at midnight Eastern. So if you're looking for some midnight madness, look no further. The BetQL model is backing the home team. BetQL has Hawaii -4 as a 5-star best bet. I'm Joe Ostrowski. Bet smarter, beat the books. Download the BetQL and BetMGM apps today.
All right, when it comes to getting life insurance for your family, a lot of excuses can get in the way. But ask yourself this. If something were to happen to me, who would pay the mortgage, the kids' education, and the other bills? Then forget the excuses and check out Ethos Life, the online, easy way to get life insurance in 10 minutes. Ethos has rates that you can afford, like a $500,000 policy for a 40-year-old male starting at $1 a day or $30 a month with a few health questions and no medical exam. Get your free quote right now at checkethos.com. That's checkethos.com. Not available in all states. Rates do vary.
Sticking to the fundamentals and not wavering from the game plan is a great philosophy for football and banking. And for nearly 160 years, the dedicated PNC teams are in formation to help fans receive sound and reliable, personalized financial advice to get them across the goal line. Because as they see it, a win for them is a win for the greater Philadelphia community. PNC Bank, brilliantly boring since 1865. PNC Bank, National Association, member FDIC.
Here's another great reason to use the United States Postal Service this season. Your boxes are wrapped and the gifts are in. Our employees are ready. Let the holiday ride begin. Let's start with the price. It's easy to manage when you ship with the reliable USPS Ground Advantage. In just a few days, it's sure to arrive. We're working nonstop to keep the spirit alive. USPS Ground Advantage, the affordable and reliable shipping solution for the holidays. Visit USPS.com/advantage.
Benefits, HR, hiring, payroll. It's so complicated, but it doesn't have to be. Hi, I'm Joe Carfagno from Clear Employer Services. I work with small businesses that expertly handle all your HR needs. Do you feel like you're always interviewing new talent? At Clear Employer Services, we have the secret to retaining talent for you. Don't watch your good employees walk out the door. Talk with me directly about keeping your employees happy. Go to hruncomplicated.com so you can go back to running your business.
Preferred vendor of Independence Blue Cross. Visit hruncomplicated.com.
Cap the NFL week off with a chance to win on FanDuel in partnership with Valley Forge Casino, America's #1 sportsbook. New customers get $150 in bonus bets if your first $5 bet wins on tonight's game. And you can build a same-game parlay for Monday Night Football. There's all sorts of ways to build a parlay on FanDuel. Anytime touchdowns, over rushing yards, over passing yards, and how about the money line? Visit FanDuel.com/GIGLIO to make every moment more of the season. That's FanDuel.com/GIGLIO. FanDuel, official sportsbook of the NFL. FanDuel Sportsbook is the official partner of 94 WIP.
21 plus and present in Pennsylvania. First online real money wager only. $5 first deposit required. Bonus issued is now withdrawable bonus bets, which expire 7 days after receipt. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Hi, this is Dave Barlow from Barlow Buick GMC in Woodbury, New Jersey. Take a ride in the Buick Envista or stand out in style in the Buick Envision. Explore the GMC Sierra lineup stacked with huge rebates and Barlow discounts on top. Buick, exceptional by design, and GMC, like a pro.
A single cloud can weigh 550 tons. A sports car fits inside a hippo's mouth. NJM Insurance puts policyholders first. Seems unbelievable, but it's all true and approved by legal. No jingles or mascots, just great insurance. Visit njm.com for a quote.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hi, I'm Dr. Peter Stahl, board-certified urologist and senior vice president of men's sexual health at HIMSS. In my 12 years of practice as a reproductive urologist, I've helped many guys with ED, and it has never been more convenient to treat than it is right now, thanks to HIMSS. It really wasn't easy before. You had to take time out of your day, come to a physical office, and see a specialist like me in person. Now, through HIMSS.com, you can get world-class sexual health care and a full range of treatment options for ED through a 100% online process. It starts with a free assessment from a medical provider licensed in your state who can determine if ED treatment is right for you. If prescribed, your medication is shipped to you for free. So don't wait. Join the hundreds of thousands of guys who've gotten help for their ED through HIMSS.
To start your free online visit and find ED treatment at up to 95% off brand name prices, go to hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy for your free online visit.
Your coworkers might annoy you, but we promise we won't. Download the free Odyssey app and you can listen to us at work while you tackle your inbox or get ready for another meeting that probably could have been an email. Tune in late? You can rewind your favorite live shows to catch what you missed. And with Chapters, easily jump to the topics that you care about most, like the latest updates from your team. Your sports talk, your way. The Odyssey app. Download it today.
This is the Brandon Graham Show with Spike and Howard Eskin. Brought to you by Miller Lite and Chickies and Pete's. Sports Radio 94 WIP.
It's the Brandon Graham Show live from Chickies and Pete's in South Philly. Brought to you by Miller Lite. It's Miller time, Eagles fans. Celebrate responsibly. Spike Eskin, Howard Eskin, and Brandon Graham. BG, before we get to a few questions from YouTube, fans hate Dallas, right? Fans hate the Cowboys more than they hate any other team.
Yep.
Do you have a special – do you feel some kind of way about the Cowboys? Does it feel different for you when you play that team, or is it just one of 17?
Oh no, man! It's
okay.
It's more to it too.
Okay.
Because I get all the fans to hit me up after if we lost and get all these random little kids. L. That's all they put under my Instagram post. L. I ain't seen none of them this year. So, and then I'm sure I ain't gonna see them the next time.
Yeah.
You know, it's tough, man. I've been a part of when we lost some guys and got hurt and, you know, all that. I get it, but that's part of the game. That's a them problem. It's not us. But yeah, man, I've grown to be like, yeah, I don't like them either.
Good. No matter who's on the team.
Nah, no matter who. It don't even matter. It's just going there, them coming here. It's just an arrogance that they got, and, you know, we just want to knock that smirk off their face.
Can somebody tell me why they're still America's team and they identify themselves as America's team? They're not America's team anymore.
You don't think?
No. I don't know. I don't know, man. It'd be a
no,
bunch
because
of
you know they still have losers that root for them. But how could they be America's team when they're a disaster? The quarterback situation's a huge problem because he signed him to that big contract, and now you're stuck with him. And he's not a winner. He's a loser in the playoff. He's just not. They're just not a winning organization. And then, I think you guys played it this afternoon. The comment of Jerry Jones talking about he knows where the sun is.
Yeah.
You know, it's interesting. I talked to one of the coaches before the game, and I saw, you know, the sun's. And I didn't know when it comes up. I says, "Do you guys know when the sun shines?" Because I remember there was an Eagles game where one of the receivers said he lost the ball in the sun.
Yeah.
He says, "Yeah, we know all about it." But then I forget which quarter it was. It had to be the quarter when CeeDee Lamb dropped the touchdown pass. But the sun was so bright.
Mm-hmm.
It was so bright coming through that window. And he's got shades for other events. He puts down shades for other, but he won't do it for a football game because he thinks it's an advantage for them. Well, karma's a bitch. You know, it's just it affected you,
man.
And they could have kind of stayed in the game a little. I don't think they would have won, but they could have kind of stayed in the game. But the sun got them. You just put down the shades. I mean, the curtains, whatever you want to call them. It's
tough, man. It's tough. That boy, He going through a lot this year.
Oh,
bro.
he is.
Ooh-wee.
Yeah, you can feel it. Yeah, not going well for Jerry.
Yeah. Hey, if I'm playing on that team, I'm trying to make sure I don't quit and make sure he know. Hey, I'm working my butt off just like I feel like we winning.
Yeah.
'Cause I know he looking at everybody.
He is fighting with the radio station and
Oh,
fighting
yeah.
with the reporters and a couple of questions. Couple of questions from YouTube. This one came from Carl. What progress have you seen with Jeremiah Trotter and Jalix Hunt? Jalix Hunt played, I think, 20-some snaps yesterday. So what have you seen from those guys? Jalix, I think, specifically, who's been able to get on the field a little bit more.
You know what? I just know that they are learning. They getting better. They earning their reps because it's what they doing on special teams. And I think they're going to be great. I think they're going to be really good players. And, you know, it's on them for real because I see it every day. You see Trot come in and work. I mean, then he got his dad who's probably on him and, you know, giving them good gems. And I think it's just knowing. I think it's just experience, getting that experience of being out there because sometimes being out there, I mean, when I first got out there, it was like, man, I'm in the NFL. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, I'm playing against this person, Peyton Manning or whoever we playing. Because I remember playing them in preseason one time. And it's just like when he was with the Colts. And, man, it's like all that stuff is real. Like people really have that moments. And so I think for them, getting that experience of being out there and just knowing like, man, it's ball at the end of the day. But they're doing a good job of just showing up every week and making sure that they practicing hard. We got a lot of good examples for them. So I'm just hoping that they just taking it all in, which I think they are, because you see them getting better every week.
And Jalix wearing number 58, like our guy Ike, which should have been retired already. I can't believe they haven't retired Ike's number already. I can't believe they let Jalix wear it. Ralph said, BG, it seems like the players are playing really hard for Coach Sirianni. What does he do on a daily basis to help motivate the team and play hard every week? Well,
he don't be listening to all that stuff people be saying. I mean, because boy, he'd have been done.
Yeah,
that's one thing. But I'm just proud of him just keeping this game and what he do the same. Like I told him, like, man, go out being you. You know, if people don't believe in you, eventually they will, because we believe in you. Because you see how we playing for them. And so I think it's just more about, like it's always been about us. People gonna have their you can't please everybody. People gonna have their opinions, which they're entitled to, but that ain't the end all be all. And so I'm thankful. I'm thankful that you know, that Nick is not as bothered as he could have been early on, especially with us, you know, going 2-2. I like how Saquon said it yesterday. It's like we went through we pretty much went through our preseason. We got away with 2-2. Now it's time to we going on our bye week, and now, you know, everybody is understanding the plan, and we got them first year coordinators. Now everybody's starting to gel into how they want it, how they see the game, and how they see how the coordinators game, and how they want us, where they want us to be. And man, we ain't looking back. We just, like I say, we just working, man. We ain't doing nothing. We ain't did nothing yet, for real.
No, it's all about winning a championship.
It's about winning the championship. When we hold that, then we did something.
But you know what? Thursday night will be a real
it's a
important step.
It'll be a good step. But you know, we saying it's just another game. Don't make it more than what it need to be. We just got to prepare and make sure that we ready for that game, because we do know what's at stake. Of course, we're gonna address that part. But when you make it too big, that's when all the uncharacteristics of people trying to make plays, you know, it start to come out. It's like, no, just be you. I need you to be in your position that you've been in and be in your area to make a play when it comes to you, and just make sure you rally to the ball after you know the play is not coming your way. So I just want the guys just to play their game. Don't worry, don't let the game be too big for this week. It's like, look, if we play on Thursday, that's it. That's it. We playing Thursday, playing against the Commanders. They number 2, we number 1 right now, and we got to make sure that we stay number 1 by preparing and making sure that we ready for this game and execute.
Not giving up a touchdown on defense is a real that is difficult.
Oh yeah,
it is really,
especially because of how many times they was close. A couple of times they could have went another way for sure. Thank you, son. That son definitely helped. I give it to him. He threw it at the right time where the sun was right. He threw it like right in the air, right in the zone of the sun.
Hey, Jerry, put the curtains down next time.
Tell him put that curtain down.
I'll give you, not that you need incentive, and this is kind of, off to the side.
Mm-hmm.
Hugh Douglas said he will shave his beard if the defense only gives up an average of 17 points a season.
Or 17 or less. Wow.
Yeah, 17 or less. So the reality, I think you're at 17.9 now.
That's going to be tough. You got Baltimore coming up. You got the Rams coming up.
Hey, it's just a little incentive.
Well, Jack and I both said we'd shave our head if you guys win on Thursday night to support Coach Sirianni. So Fritz and I are both shaving our heads.
Yeah, but it's too late.
Why?
Because, all right, let's look this way. Should Nick Sirianni reshave his head if he keeps on winning?
Yes.
The answer is no.
No, the answer is
because
yes.
you keep the karma going and just let it go. Now you shave off the lucky hairs that have come back.
I don't think so. I don't think that's how it works.
No.
I think the buzzed head is the luck. Come on. Him standing at practice with many men playing in the backfield, it looks hard, man. It looks cool. He's got to stay shaved head. I got to get in there and make sure he doesn't let the hair grow back in. BT, Frank wants to know. Frank says, you look incredible out there. What have you changed in your fitness routine and your diet the last several years to stay effective at this point in your career, if anything?
You know what? Just eating late. Like last night after the game. I mean, I ate a little bit. Normally, I'm pigging out because I'm hungry. Because after the game, you be tired. But it's just like making those choices when you're on a plane, not eating the candy and all that stuff. Because after a while, it just stick to you. Because when we late in the season, when it get cold, we ain't practicing as much or as hard. Not hard, but you know what I mean. Like not. It's not the beginning. So it's like we trying to make it and get healthy to get to the game. But I just know you got to make sure that you eat stuff in moderation. And so I think for me, it's just cutting back the portions of what I'm eating, and then it's what you eating too. But it's like the portion control definitely helped.
So you didn't have the ice cream bars, the M&Ms, or the Mike.
Oh yeah, because you know what's on there. All that stuff. They be just walking down the aisle. Hey, you want ice cream? Hey, you want this?
You had no ice cream?
Nah, I was asleep. I was asleep the whole ride.
Okay.
That sounds like the best flight ever. I got to get on one of those flights one time.
Man.
Yeah.
No M&Ms, no Mike and Ike's.
Hey, you will love it, man. You just gotta watch yourself.
And then they bake the cookies too.
Oh yeah, no, I know.
The chocolate chip cookies.
See, there we go. We talking about that. See, hey, I'm a big foodie, but hey, I've learned self-control, and I've earned that this offseason because I really don't even think about it. I ain't missing nothing.
When I was working in New York, I got to go with the Yankees. I got to go to the owner's box once, and it's the same thing. Candy, ice cream, man, and it's just there for you as much as you want.
As much as you want.
Did I take you to that, or was that you or one of your brothers?
I worked for them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because I got in the Steinbrenner's box.
Yeah, that's what I was in.
Yeah. And there's so much food in there.
Yes. It's like a whole spread, sushi, lobster, and then the ice cream truck comes in at the end.
It's a joke.
Yeah, it's good, man. I like it.
That's how I go.
So you guys have short week. What is this like from a preparation standpoint for you when you play Sunday, then you have to play again on Thursday? Is it mostly just about studying and healing up, or what is that week like for you guys?
Just hoping that in our case, we weren't able to play in the fourth quarter, so that was good.
Yeah.
Like we got some reps. We got some reps on that. I think that we didn't play the whole game, so that helped. Guys got out of there healthy. Because that's all you want going into the game is to go into a healthy. And yeah, man, it's just you got to make sure that you just feeling good for Thursday. That's really all the game because you got to keep it simple. You got to keep it simple. It's more like trying to make sure that that we don't. You got to keep it. You got to keep it real short and sweet this week. You got to be able to execute your plan what it is, and you can't do too much because it's a short week. I mean, it's not like you can throw too much at us this week, but you got to be good with what you do and with your staples of what you do. And so, and then the effort teams always win. That's how I feel.
Got to have a little talent, but yeah.
Oh yeah, you definitely got to have them talent for sure.
Both is good. Having
Both is good though.
All right, we'll take one more quick break. This is the Brandon Graham Show. We're at Chickies and Pete's in South Philly. Brandon Graham Show brought to you by Miller Lite. It is Miller time, Eagles fans. Celebrate responsibly.
Midway through the season, it's time to discuss the state of the birds. It's Sports Radio 94, WIP's Birds at the Half. Join us at Chickies and Pete's, South Philly, as we talk Eagles expectations as they approach the stretch run. Celebrity bartending with WIP hosts from 6 to 8 to benefit the Travis Mannion Foundation. Plus, an appearance from Eagles All-Pro Lane Johnson. 94 WIP's Birds at the Half. Live all day at Chickies and Pete's in South Philly. Wednesday, November 20th. Brought to you by Bud Light, the official beer sponsor of the Philadelphia Eagles.
The following is a paid commercial announcement.
When is the last time you paid less but got more in return? It happens every day if you or a loved one has Medicare Advantage. $0 copays and an average of $2,500 less out of pocket annually, but more benefits like dental, hearing, and vision. More prevention and screenings to keep people healthy. More care for less money. No wonder 33 million seniors choose Medicare Advantage. Visit MedicareAdvantageMajority.org to learn more. Paid for by Medicare Advantage Majority.
Now streaming on Paramount Plus.
You do have a lot going on. I'm fine. You just lost your dad. You got a brand new baby, an unemployed wife. You got no money. Okay.
From the brains behind The Big Bang Theory and young Sheldon.
Got the baby down. You want to fool around?
To Mandy and Georgie in their new home.
Love you. Love you too.
Georgie and Mandy's First Marriage. New series now streaming on Paramount Plus. New episodes, CBS Thursday, 8/7 Central.
Benari Jewelers is breaking all the rules this weekend with the biggest ever sale on engagement rings and wedding bands. Save up to 20% on thousands of rings. Top bridal designers have flown in for this with their entire collections, all on sale. See the latest from Tacori, Sylvie, Henry Dossi, and more. Save up to 20% on virtually all Benari engagement rings and wedding bands. Best pricing of the whole year. This Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Details at BenariJewelers.com. Don't miss the best ring buying opportunity ever at Benari Jewelers, Exton and Newtown Square.
Norwegian Cruise Line's Black Friday preview sale is finally here. Enjoy huge savings with 50% off all cruises and NCL's all-new More at Sea package, including unlimited open bar, specialty dining, and more. Visit ncl.com, call your travel advisor, or 1-888-NCL-CRUISE. Offer ends soon. Norwegian Cruise Line ships registry to Bahamas and USA. Restrictions apply.
Xfinity here. How can we help?
Hi, my entire family's obsessed with all things Wicked, but my kids can't stop watching the trailer, and now they're having a Wicked-themed sleepover. Do you think our internet can handle all of the streaming and memeing going on?
Well, we've engineered our Xfinity gateways to handle hundreds of devices at once, so they can all stay magically connected.
Wow. Are you a wizard?
I wish. No, just someone that won't let a bad connection burst your internet bubble.
Now through November 12th, get Thrillifyingly fast 300 megabit Xfinity internet with unlimited data included for just $30 a month for 12 months with no annual contract. Go to Xfinity.com to learn more. Keep the magic going from your screen to the big screen. And see Wicked, only in theaters November 22nd. Restrictions apply. Requires pre-plus plan and auto start bank account. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra. After promo, regular rates apply. Currently $90 a month. Actual speeds vary.
Has your bank been committing penalties like delay of game and unnecessary roughness? As the official bank of the Philadelphia Eagles, First Trust is contractually obligated to talk in football metaphors. By offering new ideas and clearing the path forward, we're like a brotherly shove for your bottom line. So when you're ready to challenge your bank, know you can literally sign First Trust today. First Trust Bank, the official bank of the Philadelphia Eagles.
Presenting a Gain Flings love story. Dear love of my life, we were on the 12B bus this morning when I caught a whiff. A scent so fresh, so life-changing, I had to find its source. Alas, I didn't know if you were the woman in the pink freshly washed cardigan or the retired mailman next to me, but I knew one of you was my soulmate. Ah, the scent of Gain Flings. Try Gain Flings with OxyBoost and Febreze.
I'm Brian Tedesco, CEO of Blaupunkt Americas, the pioneers of the car stereo. Today, we're not just about sound systems. We are revolutionizing the e-bike scene with Blue Dot Bike. Thanks to AmericanEagle.com, our online presence now features a dynamic e-commerce website that showcases the quality and affordability of our foldable e-bikes. And our collegiate e-bikes, just perfect for the college fanatic. These e-bikes offer a new way to experience freedom on two wheels, no matter your age. When we needed a top-notch website to match our cutting-edge e-bikes, we turned to AmericanEagle.com. They made the impossible seem easy, tackling digital challenges like pros. Check out the Blue Dot Bike website to see AmericanEagle.com's amazing work in action. Need the best in website and digital marketing solutions? AmericanEagle.com is your go-to. They've been a game changer for us, and they can be for you too. Visit AmericanEagle.com or call 877-WEB-NOW-1. That's 877-WEB-NOW-1.
Back to the Brandon Graham Show with Spike and Howard Eskin. Brought to you by Miller Lite and Chickies and Beats on Sports Radio 94 WIP.
It's the Brandon Graham Show. We're at Chickies and Pete's in South Philly. Spike Eskin, Howard Eskin, BG, of course. It's brought to you by Miller Lite. It's Miller time, Eagles fans. Celebrate responsibly. BG, I'm sure you've gotten a chance to watch some Jaden Daniels so far this year.
Yeah.
What have you thought of what you've seen? He seems he's a player.
Confident, man. He's been building his confidence too, just as much as we have, and it's really all about going out there and executing this week. And because we know he's gonna come in ready for this game just as much as we're gonna be ready. And I just feel like we gotta go out there and bring our intensity and make sure we do it early and often.
They have got good receivers too.
Yeah, they do. They got a good team, man. I like some of their coaches. I played with Daryl Tapp. So Daryl Tapp is the D-line coach. I see the D-line playing. I like to watch groups, especially when you know certain people. We know they play hard. They play hard like us. They well coached. You got to give it to Dan Quinn. You got them boys playing. But, I got to give it to my coach too because he got us playing too. So I really feel like it's all about us going out there and making sure making lesser mistakes than them.
It's amazing how, not amazing, a quarterback can change the whole dynamic of a football team.
It's telling. That's the one.
It really is amazing, isn't it?
It is. And then, of course, you got to have some stuff around them. You got to be able to protect them for sure up front. And then you got to be able to have other pieces in place to have the offense you're trying to have, especially with a coordinator that they have. I think they got a really good coordinator, and he playing to his strength. He making them look good, and it's on us to make them not look so good when we play. So because we got a coordinator too.
Well, a pass rush can kind of change that too.
Yeah. But I just think that the whole focus is about us this week. So just make sure we come in and we play our game. Don't make it more than what it needs to be, and make sure we execute. And I think we put ourselves in a good position.
They use a good bit of no huddle. You as a defensive player, when the offense is running no huddle, how do you like that? What is like? I guess there are obvious negatives for you, but how do you attack that? What is the key of playing defense against a no huddle offense?
Well, you know what? Just having the call first. You got to get the call. You got to be able to, have a plan for if they do go hurry up, this is what the call gonna be. And when if you don't have a call this. Like this is safe call. We gotta have safe calls in there. And Vic does a great job of that because Dallas tried to hurry up us a little bit and they had us a little bit, running around. So I think it was good for us to get that early on before we come to this one because I know we'd be ready for this. Is
it Zach that makes that call to you guys? Who's the guy that tells you guys what you're doing? Who's the guy that makes the call?
We got signals that we go off of to get the call, but it'd be like N'Kobe or Zach, depending on who out there. They do a good job of switching up on who making the calls and who not. But you just want to hear from one guy, and you just got to be strong when you do hear from the one guy. And I think majority of the times it's N'Kobe, but Zach Bond being there too.
Well, if you can only have one guy on the field with the radio and the headset, right? At one time, you can't have two guys with the radio and the headset at the same time.
Well, no. I mean, you can, but I think that they just want one person talking, just so that they can get the calls to people. And then, of course, we got to echo the call. So once you hear the call and it comes in, hey, this is what it is. And so we can all echo it afterwards. But it's only one person, making that call, listening for the call. And sometimes we help them too, because, I watch they coach do the signals, and I kind of know the signals myself. So if you want to take it to another level in your game where you ain't always got to, be waiting on somebody, you can do that yourself, but try not to you got to listen either way, because I might get it wrong. I might have missed something, that I needed to hear. But like I say, you just try to be a student of the game and try to be the best you can be. And man, I think, we got a good group of guys that really is trying to make sure that they ready for whatever moment that we practice. And like N'Kobe last week, he was waiting on that route, and he got a pick on that route, that go route.
All right.
Well, so I was happy for him.
So you always chirp to the other team, and you're mouthing off, doing whatever you want to call it.
Mm-hmm.
Do you pick out a guy before the game? And if so, have you picked out somebody from Washington that you want to irritate?
Well, you know what? I usually try to wait till I make a couple plays, but I believe I'm gonna make plays, so I'm gonna talk my stuff before and a little bit during, and then I'm gonna talk stuff to people, that I ain't even gonna see, because obviously they play on defense.
All right, on the coin flip, President Bush was there. Did you say something to him?
I was trying to, but he was just
trying to talk trash to Bush.
I was trying to, but nothing came to mind. I was just laughing like, man, this crazy. President Bush right here.
Yeah.
I say he came to us. What game was that he came watched that?
I don't know, but I have the Eagles photographer, Drew, took a picture, and I was wearing my fur coat that time, and he started laughing with his wife.
Oh, yeah. Because Fletch said something to him. Fletch said something when he last was in the link. So, it was
I forget what I said to him. I says, it's too cold. I got to be warm.
Normally, like I was thinking, but it was too late at the time. But I was going to say, hey, man, I got a Eagle shirt for you, man.
Yeah.
Come on to the winning side.
Well, congratulations. Let's get a win on Thursday.
Let's go, baby.
Big game Thursday night. By the way, Players Lounge is next. Ike Reese, Hugh Douglas, Elliott Shore-Parks, and Jordan Mailata. Do you have a favorite uniform you guys wear? They haven't announced what Thursday night will be. So
Kelly Green.
Yeah. Well, it won't. I don't think it'll
Can't
be Kelly.
Right? I don't think, because they designate.
Is that your favorite?
Kelly Green.
Kelly Green's your favorite.
Yeah, we need to go ahead and make it official Eagles colors.
Oh, you think?
I think so.
I like the midnight green better. I
like the Kelly Green. Then I want a white uniform with the
White's
Kelly Green.
Clean.
Like
White's
white,
clean.
that'd be sweet.
Yeah.
But you know what? I ain't gonna be here for it, so I'm hating. I ain't gonna hate because I know they're gonna end up doing it.
Right.
Yeah, but yeah, man, I like the color the midnight green because we the only team in the world that got that color.
Yeah.
So we unique in that way. But boy, it ain't nothing like that Kelly Green. It's something about it, man. It's just something about it.
As long as you win every game.
Yeah, it looks good. And
I know, and what we done won almost every game with it, right?
Yeah. And Kelly Green?
Sure.
Kelly Green, yeah, since we brought it back. Not the first, because we lost to Green Bay my first year, 2010. But, if we talking about recently, Kelly Green stuff, like last year was the first year, right? Last year was the first year.
I think so.
Yeah, that we brought it back. We 3-0 right now.
All right, the Players Lounge.
Let's keep it going.
The Players Lounge is next. Good luck Thursday night, Brandon. This has been the Brandon Graham Show, brought to you by Miller Lite. It's Miller time, Eagles fans. Celebrate responsibly.
There's nothing quite like the Honda Civic Hybrid, a